informed and in tune to what's happening here in the Fox River Valley and what's going on here on WRMN. We recognize the importance of local radio to be a part of the conversation and to be a part of the community for the community.
You know, we talked about the importance of community theater, but supporting community radio is a big deal too. And, you know, for WRMN, this is a really cool thing that you guys do every day, and a really important thing. You have to have a local media outlet to talk about what's going on in your town. So you guys do a nice job.
Tune in to AM 1410, WRMN. Don't forget, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WRMN Radio. Keep in tune and informed on what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, right here on WRMN.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410. Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. More than 260 bills are advancing after a busy deadline week in the Illinois House. Capitol News Illinois reports proposals include human composting, school cell phone bans, and social media regulations. Many bills are expected to change, and all still need full legislative approval. An Illinois bill that would allow rideshare drivers to unionize is now moving forward in the State House despite opposition from some groups. House Bill 4743 would set rules for organizing drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft. Lawmakers are advancing a bill to allow small plug-in solar panels for renters and others without rooftop access. The systems would plug into standard outlets and could be used on balconies or patios. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. Lawmakers are advancing a bill to allow small plug-in solar panels for renters and others without rooftop access. The systems would plug into standard outlets and could be used on balconies or patios. More than 260 bills are advancing after a busy deadline week in the Illinois House. Capitol News Illinois reports proposals include human composting, school cell phone bans, and social media regulations. Many bills are expected to change, and all still need full legislative approval. An Illinois bill that would allow rideshare drivers to unionize is now moving forward in the State House despite opposition from some groups. House Bill 4743 would set rules for organizing drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra. I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, partly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight, with a low around 63. Looking ahead to Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms likely, with a high near 74. Currently, it's 58 and overcast. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The Live Like Rue Foundation is a 501c3 charitable organization that assists owners and their pets through a cancer diagnosis by providing financial and emotional support. In memory of a dog named Rue, the foundation helps local shelters and rescuers by sponsoring animals with cancer who do not yet have a forever home. Live Like Rue is a beacon of light during a dark time. For support for your pet or to donate or volunteer, please go to livelikeRue.org. Again, livelikeRue.org. Welcome in, everybody, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Hey, we're broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. We're wishing everyone a very happy Monday. It is a beautiful sunny day outside today. Temperatures are eventually going to be warming up, so that's something to look forward to. We hope you had a fantastic weekend. Maybe you did something fun. I went to Lord's Park in Elgin. I hadn't been in years. And I had even a memory that was triggered, a good one, a good triggered memory. When I did a class one time when I was like 4 years old, and it was at the pavilion at the Lord's Park. And it was a class that was during the summertime, and we had painted, it was ocean themed. And I got bored after 5 minutes. I'm like, can we draw people? They're like, no, we're going to be drawing starfish, and we're going to be drawing coral. And I'm like, no, can I leave? I remember I was so bored. I was like, come on, I want to draw people. I don't want to draw this. So we ended up leaving, but that was a core memory of mine that I had forgotten about for years until I had stepped right in front of the beautiful building at the park, at Lord's Park. If you've never been before, which I know many of you have, it is a really, really cool place to go to. In fact, somewhere in my old family pictures, I've got one from the 60s of my Aunt Jill as a kid. She was maybe 8, 9 years old, and she's standing right in front of the building, and it's fall time, and it's all beautiful fall leaves. It's a really cool picture. It's a little Polaroid snapshot from like the 60s or the 70s. I think it would probably be the 60s. So pretty cool to see that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Maybe I should post it because it's a little history. You'll see the building in the background. Looks very similar to how it does now. But with that being said, yes, if you've never been to Lord's Park, it's pretty cool. I went over the weekend. I went on Saturday after doing Chief Guard of the Republic show. I had a little photo shoot that I did. It was fun, very entertaining, and I had a good time. Definitely windy outside though. But with that being said, it's a nice day to go today. So if you've never been before, definitely do so. You can also go to the zoo too. The Lord's Park Zoo is pretty cool to check out. So, I mean, really it's about 100 wooded acres, with historic pavilion there, museum and zoo, plus playing fields, picnicking and water park. So definitely a good place to check out. So they're open today. Check them out. That's Lord's Park. I went over the weekend. Had a good time. Maybe you did something fun over the weekend as well. I know that we are getting out of the month of March into the month of April, which means that we are going to be seeing some nicer temperatures and some more showers as predicted since it is the springtime. Current temperatures right now as I am speaking, if I do take a little look at my phone here, currently at 64 degrees. We see a high of 77 degrees for today, mostly sunny. Then we do see for later tonight, scattered thunderstorms. Storms may produce some hail with a low of about 62 degrees. That chance of rain is at 50%. So enjoy the sun now outside today. Heading on into tomorrow, it's the last day of March. We see scattered thunderstorms in the morning and then some wind in the afternoon up to 35 miles per hour, a high of 74. Chance of rain at 80%. Continuing on, thunderstorms in the evening. So tomorrow's going to be a pretty rainy and thundery day outside. And so for today, definitely get outside and enjoy some of the beautiful weather around the area in the Fox River Valley. It does drop down to a low of 36 degrees, though. A drastic change from tonight. What's predicted for tonight? Heading on into Wednesday, it's April 1st. We see showers early becoming steady rain later in the day. It's going to be colder, a high of 40 degrees, rainfall near an inch. We see a low of 36 degrees, rainfall potentially some heavy rainfall, about half an inch or so for later into Wednesday night with a low of 36 degrees. Thursday rolls around, a high of 61, bumping up in temperatures again, but some more periods of rain. Potential heavy rainfall with half an inch to an inch predicted. We see a low of 46 degrees coming through for Thursday night. Showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm during the evening. Chance of rain predicted at 70%. Heading on into Friday the 3rd of April, we see sunshine and clouds mixed with a high of 53. It drops down to a low of 43 degrees, rain showers in the evening, which will evolve more into some steadier rain coming through and a 1/4 inch predicted. That's for Friday night. Saturday, rain likely. Again, we're going to start to see some more rain coming through. Rainfall near a 1/4 inch. High of 57 degrees is predicted with a low of 39. Cloudy with some showers coming through for Saturday. Sunday rolls around. It's the 5th of April. We see a high of 47. Cloudy skies mainly with some clouds overcast into generally clear conditions eventually overnight with a low of 31 degrees. And then for Monday next week, a week from today, we do see mostly sunny skies and a high of 53, dropping down to a low of 37. But then following that into the middle of the month of April, we start to see those temperatures rise into the highs in the 50s and 60s, lows in the 50s and the 40s. So stay tuned for that. Taking a look at Travel Midwest here, it looks like there was an incident that was recently posted. However, just updating the page now, it is done. There was an incident on I-90. It looks like there was just a little bit of some stalling and some backup there, but it looks like that has officially now cleared. I pulled it up 5 minutes ago, and it was listed under the partial incidents, and now it is gone off of the radar. So it does look like it has cleared up a little bit further down there, or further out east from Elgin, if you're looking south from South Barrington and Sutton and around that area too, depending on where you're located. But with that being said, nothing I'm really seeing on that radar there for Travel Midwest. If you want to keep yourself up to date on that, you can find it at travelmidwest.com for more information. Let's start off, of course, your lovely day, continuing of your day with a fun, inspirational story. This is a really sweet one here. Kindness is free in life. Please use it to help others. This is by a user named Jess. They wrote this on the 27th of March, so just a couple days ago. And they have a nice picture here that says, kind words cost nothing. So this person writes, quote, I've been sick since Tuesday, causing me to miss work. I moved out here to a new apartment where I am after surviving homelessness and DV. I head back to work tomorrow and I'm excited, even though it's a 2-hour walk for me. I'm just trying to continue to pick up the pieces to my life on my own. I ran into someone who saw me walking to the ER when I was extremely sick and offered me a ride, and he said something that touched my heart. He said, everyone needs somebody. You can't go through life without help. And he's right. I've been surviving in survival mode for a long time, so I should feel that I have to battle everything on my own. I'm harder on myself than I feel that I'm all I have. So I'm writing this to say, be encouraging to someone. You may be someone's last bit of hope. Everyone needs someone. We are not meant to function on our own in life. If you could take a second to be kind, be a friend, be a mentor, do it. You could save someone's life or push them to keep going. Thanks for letting me share, this user Jess writes. And thank you, Jess, for sharing here on sunnyskies.com. You can find this and more posted under the good news around the world. I know there's lots of news out there that can be concerning, get people stressed out, worked up. Very serious things, of course, but sometimes you need a little bit of a break from that for your own mental well-being. Take a look at sunnyskies.com. It gives you some of those really great stories that are out there, rays of hope and sunshine on every day, even when it's a cloudy day as well. So that's sunnyskies.com. The time is 15 past the hour. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we are going into our Let's Chew On this segment, and it is definitely an interesting fact that we should chew on. Especially as Americans here when it comes to specific food. So stay tuned for that and more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. We'll also go through and talk a little bit about that. We'll mention some places in particular that relate to this article or maybe counteracted in a ways to help. We'll explain that later. We'll go through the National Day calendar, recognize some good days, and then we'll talk a little bit about a conversation story that is recognized and, of course, in part with a particular national day today. So stay tuned for that and more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
Pizza's here. Oh, great. I'd love some, but I'm worried about my stomach issues.
If you're worried about having diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose, oily stools, it may not just be stomach issues. It could be a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and talk to your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Lanier in transition, hits the three, and a sign of life from Knoxville.
Playing, driving right. Lob from Brazil and a two-hand slam.
6 on the clock. Now with 5, he drives on Maddox. Right elbow and 3, spins at the foul line. Jumper up, and it rattles in at the buzzer.
Don't miss any of this year's action on the road to the Final Four with Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the men's and women's NCAA tournaments.
Sweet 16, all the way to the championship here in the Fox River Valley on WRMN.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver.
and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My Grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my Grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough, but if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Just got an incident alert here that Aurora Fire and police are on the scene of a structure fire in the 1700 block of Violet. So we'll talk a little bit about this here. Again, thank you to Dennis Stoner Green for sending this information to me. This was recently posted also by the Aurora Police Department as well. So Aurora Fire and police are on the scene of a structure fire in the 1700 block of Violet. The fire was contained to a single home, including the attached garage. All occupants were able to safely exit, and there are no reported injuries. Violet is currently closed between Molitor and Orchard, with traffic also impacted on Molitor. Please avoid the area and use alternate routes while crews continue to work on scene. So thank you to the Aurora, Illinois Fire Department for posting this, making sure people know about this as well. We'll make sure to like and share it out there as well too. I will do that right now so we can share it onto our page here on WRMN, keeping you up to date and in the loop on all of those breaking news segments here on your local radio station, 1410 WRMN. Check out more information. You can find that at Aurora, Illinois Fire Department. We also just shared it on our WRMN Facebook page as well. So we will keep you up to date and in the loop on that. Also recently released an hour ago from the city of Elgin, this is a press release. Elgin invites residents to take climate action during Earth Month. City highlights climate plan alongside free programs, rebates, and community events in April. Released on the 30th of March at 10 o'clock. This was posted by the city of Elgin and by media contact Josie Beecher-Crotty, Communications and Engagement Manager. The city of Elgin is celebrating Earth Month this April with the launch of its Climate Action and Resiliency Plan, a roadmap designed to reduce pollution, strengthen infrastructure, and help the community prepare for the impacts of a changing climate. The plan outlines a clear long-term strategy to achieve carbon neutrality by 2050 while improving public health, protecting natural resources, and maintaining a high quality of life for all residents. Kristen Ifner, Sustainability Manager of the City of Elgin, told City of Elgin, quote, Earth Month is about turning awareness into action. This climate action plan provides a clear path forward with practical steps residents, businesses, and the city can take together to reduce emissions and build a more resilient community, end quote. The Climate Action and Resiliency Plan outlines nearly 30 priority actions across 6 focus areas: clean and efficient energy, sustainable transportation, waste reduction, natural resource protection, public health and safety, and equitable community engagement. These strategies build on Elgin's 2023 greenhouse gas inventory, which identified commercial energy use, transportation, and residential energy consumption as the largest sources of emission. The plan includes practical steps such as building electrification, renewable energy adoption, expanded composting, urban tree planting, and community education programs. Community input played a key role in shaping the plan, with residents, businesses, and organizations contributing throughout outreach events, workshops, and online collected feedback on Engage Elgin. So get involved, green programs and events. Throughout April, the city is inviting residents to take part in a variety of programs and events that put climate action into practice. First one including family-friendly celebrations. Help us celebrate Earth Month at Hawthorne Hill Nature Center at 28 Brookside Drive during several upcoming events. An Earth Month celebration will take place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. on Saturday, April 4th, featuring crafts, animal encounters, games, and booths from local organizations. An Earth Day celebration will follow from 4:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. on Wednesday, April 22nd, with nature-themed crafts and activities in the Discovery Room at Nature Play Space. Residents can also apply to the Tree Bank Planting Program to have a tree planted at no cost to help expand Elgin's tree canopy and improve air quality. Applications are open through till April 15th. Followed on this is the Organics Collection. Residents with LRS Waste and Recycling Service can get a free organics card and receive free seasonal collection of food scraps and yard waste, helping reduce landfill waste and support composting efforts. Electric Yard Equipment Rebate Program. Residents may receive $50 or $100 rebate for purchasing electric yard equipment, helping reduce emissions and noise pollution. Energy Efficiency at Home. Residents, homeowners, and renters can enroll in local programs that lower utility costs and reduce emissions. Income-qualified residents can access free home energy and efficiency kits. Sustainability grants. Community groups and residents can apply for funding of up to $2,000 for local sustainability projects that support climate action plan goals. Household hazardous waste and electronics collection. Residents with LRS Waste and Recycling Service can safely dispose of household chemicals like cleaners and paint and electronics at no costs. Community Solar Program. Save money on your electricity bill and support clean energy. Benefit from solar power with no upfront cost or rooftop installation, and receive credits on your ComEd bill that lower your monthly energy costs. Building a more resilient Elgin. The Climate Action Plan comes as Elgin and communities across the region face increasing climate challenges, including extreme heat, flooding, and severe storms. By focusing on practical, community-driven solutions from energy-efficient to green infrastructure, Elgin is establishing itself as a leader in sustainability by ensuring long-term environmental, economic, and social benefits. Residents can learn more about the Climate Action and Resiliency Plan and all sustainability programs by visiting engage.elgin.il.gov/climate-action-plan or call 311. If you'd like to reach out to the Media Contact Communications and Engagement Manager, Josie Beecher-Crotty, you can reach out to her at 224-407-0293 or email josie.beecher-crotty, that's JOSIE.BEECHER-CROTTY at elginil.gov for more information. So again, thank you so much to the City of Elgin for posting this information. And again, we'll keep you up to date on that fire that recently is in operation now too. That is again on the scene for the Aurora Police Department. So I'm glad, of course, everyone did make it out safely, and it does get put out pretty quickly. We only have a couple minutes left here, so let's go on through. I know I was going to do the Let's Chew on this segment. We'll do that a little bit later here. I do want to let you know and remind you that today's show, Out to Lunch, is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. They have their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists providing advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. Whether it's hip or knee pain, sports injuries, or complex spine issues, they use the latest technology and surgical techniques to help you heal faster and, of course, get back to those activities that you love. And that's not all. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services means that you'll have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. You can also visit them on their website, check out some of the most common medical services that are available to residents and folks outside of the area. You can find lab services, heart and vascular care, cancer care, spine care, rehabilitation care, and more. You can also check out their real-time ER wait time, which is currently at 0 minutes right now. If you do refresh the page, it'll give you that real-time refresh. If you're having a medical emergency, please call 911. Skip the wait, and you can also schedule your ER reservation in under 2 minutes. You can find that under their ER Now text line that they do have available. So once again, thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. We're looking forward, of course, to having, of course, the Sox game on today, switching over at the 5 o'clock segment. So stay tuned for that and more. If you do want to take a look at the White Sox game schedule for today, you can find that posted on the World Wide Web. Starting at 5 o'clock for the pregame, 40 minutes there, and then kicking it off with the first pitch at 5:40. It's the Chicago White Sox versus the Marlins. Stay tuned for that and more coming up. We also do still have our local programming coming through after Out to Lunch as well, so stay tuned. Once we get back here, we'll get into our bottom of the hour news, messages from our sponsors. When we come back, we'll chew on something interesting, a little information about sugar and the consumption of sugar and why we consume so much of it. We'll also talk a little bit about some of those sugar-free dessert places that you can go to. Some of them are Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce members. We'll talk a little bit about the National Day calendar, and in relation to that, a conversation story talking about one of them. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. An Illinois bill that would allow rideshare drivers to unionize is now moving forward in the State House despite opposition from some groups. House Bill 4743 would set rules for organizing drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft. Lawmakers are advancing a bill to allow small plug-in solar panels for renters and others without rooftop access. The systems would plug into standard outlets and could be used on balconies or patios. More than 260 bills are advancing after a busy deadline week in the Illinois House. Capitol News Illinois reports proposals include human composting, school cell phone bans, and social media regulations. Many bills are expected to change, and all still need full legislative approval. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive's accident response can detect and send help when you need it most, after a major car accident. But other accidents, you're on your own. Like when you accidentally call your wife Mom. When you accidentally say Happy Holidays on someone's birthday. When you accidentally wave at someone you thought was waving at you. We can't help with those accidents, but Progressive's accident response provides peace of mind after major car accidents. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Do you ever crave a delicious treat, but that pesky guilt lingers over you? Well, you can have your dessert and eat it too. Desserts that's gluten-free, keto, vegan, and actually delicious. Yes, we're serious. At Desserts Without Regrets, located in Gilbert's, we bake for people who read labels. Custom cookies, celebration cakes, and treats made with clean ingredients and zero guilt. No walk-ins, because great dessert takes planning. Pre-order only at dessertswithoutregrets.com or call Daria at 312-610-9033. That's Desserts Without Regrets, because dessert should never be a regret.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 63. Looking ahead to Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high near 74. Currently, it's 63 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
And welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch here on WRMN, the voice of the Valley and the talk of the town, broadcasting live here from Studio 14. We are serving you, the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We hope that you are enjoying the lovely day outside there. It is a nice sunny day. Maybe you've got some fun plans. Maybe you've got an active day today, or just something real simple, even just relaxing a little bit. Definitely take the time for yourself to enjoy for yourself, but also maybe do it with others too. It's always good to do that. Let's take a look here. It is the lunchtime, so let's chew on this. This is the segment where I like to mention maybe an interesting food fact. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't, and then we chew on it, we ponder on it, we dissect it a little bit here. So here's an interesting fact. Many of us probably knew about this, at least at least it makes sense in some way. Americans only consumed 2 pounds of sugar each year on average. Now that was 200 years ago. Now, what is it today? Well, they consume about 152 pounds a year. So let me restate that here. Americans only consumed 2 pounds of sugar each year on average 200 years ago. But today, we consume about 152 pounds a year. That's a lot of sugar. So why is this? Why do we consume so much? Well, here's a little information. USDA.ARS.gov, National Institute of Health, and some other sources out there do say that Americans consume high amounts of sugar, averaging over 100 pounds annually per year, due to its ubiquity in processed foods, aggressive food industry marketing, and its addictive, reward-inducing effect on the brain. Now, see, there are some key drivers that include the low cost of sugar, widespread use of high fructose corn syrup, and also some cultural habits that prefer sweetened foods and beverages, right? We get used to a certain food, we get used to a texture, and then time goes by, it could be passed down in the family too. We are used to maybe having sugar in our cakes and things like that. So again, it is the ubiquity in processed foods. Approximately 60% of the average U.S. diet consists of processed foods, which frequently contain added sugars for flavor, texture, and preservation. Sugar is often hidden in items not typically considered sweets, such as breads, sauces, yogurts, and salad dressings. The food industry, of course, uses quite a bit of that high fructose corn syrup, which is extensively because of its cheap, abundant, and effective sweetener, allowing for food manufacturers to reduce those costs. There's also some weak regulatory frameworks out there compared to other nations. The U.S. has fewer regulations on food ingredients, allowing higher amounts of added sugar, according to the National Institutes of Health. So with that being said, of course, maybe this might concern you. Maybe you're just like, oh, okay, whatever. But if it is something maybe that you are trying to avoid, maybe you want to not have as much sugar, there are the sugar alternatives out there, and there are some really great businesses in the Fox River Valley area that do offer sugar-free options for you, or some lesser sugar options. Some places that offer some sugar-free desserts, especially if you're having a craving, including specialized bakeries and local cafes, include some here in the area. Desserts Without Regrets is one of them, of course, that we've had here. We had her on the air, and she's a member of the Elgin Area Chamber of Commerce. Lovely lady indeed, and she offers that custom bakery offering gluten-free, keto, and sugar-free cakes and desserts made to order, and they are very, very delicious, might I say, as well. There's also in South Elgin Sunshine's Cupcakery, featuring a variety of cupcakes, working on expanding diabetic-friendly recipes. I know Herb's Bakery in Elgin does have some of those offerings. Sugar and Rhyme also is known for providing sugar-free options in a cafe setting. Of course, you can go to Viator Coffee here in downtown Elgin. They do have some of those more sugar-free, gluten-free, vegan-friendly options for you. So if you are craving that sweet tooth and that sweet treat, but you don't want to pound on too much of the sugars or incorporate too much sugars into your diet there, even just as a treat, you want to be a little bit helpful there in yourself. You know, everything in moderation. Not saying it's always bad to have sugar, just, everything in moderation there. But if you want to do that, incorporate that into your life, the diet of maybe not having as much sugar or lower sugar intake, then of course, some of these really great businesses in the Fox River Valley area can help you with that. I know that there's also the donut shop that's in Dundee as well too. The name is slipping. Elder and Oat. Elder and Oat is another one too. They do have some sugar-free and gluten-free options. That's located on West Main Street in Dundee. So if you want to give them a try, they also have some good options there too. You can try their espressos. They have their scones. I've had their sugar-free donuts before. They're very good. I do enjoy them. I've had them a couple times, so that's a good place to check out as well. So if you do want to try some of those sugar-free options, the gluten-free options, those are all available for you. Just check out some local businesses in the Fox River Valley area, and you can support a lot of greatness that goes into them too. So there you go. That's something we chewed on a little bit here. Let's head on into our National Day calendar. What do we have to recognize, celebrate, and enjoy today? Well, of course, last week I did have Dr. Ali Anwar on with us from St. Joseph Hospital to talk about clinic and mental health for seniors. And not only him, but all of them are recognized today. It is National Doctors Day today, honoring the professionals for their dedication and contributions to society and the community. Their dedication puts the patient first time and again. And on National Doctors Day, we say a big, big thank you to our physicians for all that they do for us and for our loved ones. So a shout out to my now deceased great uncle, James Walker McNeil Jr., who was a doctor himself, and he was even with the Sherman Hospital as well. He was a chairman there. There's even a newspaper article. I got a couple newspaper articles of him featured in the St. Joseph or the Sherman Hospital from back in the 80s and the 90s there. So I've got some of that on the family tree preserved. So it's very cool. I've also got a picture of him helping an old man, an elderly man out when he was drafted. And his brother was there too, my grandpa. It's pretty good. It's a cool picture to see. I don't think I have it here. I should have it, and I don't have it here. But he's in his outfit, so it's pretty cool. That's the little thing in the family there, and maybe you've got some doctors in your family. You want to say thank you to them, of course. Healthcare today is more complex than ever. With more advancements, tools, and information at the fingertips, doctors have an overwhelming job to diagnose and treat their patients every day. So say thank you to a doctor today, also every day as well. I would definitely consider them a first responder. So thank you so much for all you do to all the doctors out there who are continuously trying to improve people's health. And so we got to recognize them, of course, not just on National Doctors Day today. Some other days recognized as well. It is National Virtual Vacation Day today, reminding us all to relax, recharge, and rejuvenate no matter where we are. Take that time to appreciate yourself, love on yourself, those types of things, right? Mental health improvements, making sure that you are taking a break, right? Taking that lunch break when you need to, stepping outside, getting some fresh air. Or maybe going on a little bit of a staycation too. It's all right. You can do that. You know, sometimes it's nice when you're able to maybe do some spring cleaning. Maybe you just move into a new apartment or a new home. You rejuvenate your garden or maybe your sun porch, and it feels different. It's something that you choose to do. It's something maybe that you want to rearrange something in your home so that it looks a little different. It feels a little different. It feels like you're on vacation, right? That's those types of things. And vacations really can help to restore our minds, helps to restore our bodies, and also our souls as well. So it is National Virtual Vacationing Day today, so you can really vacation wherever you are. You can also, of course, incorporate planning some actual real vacations as well, too. We've got, of course, the wonderful Cruises International. That's where you can plan your vacations land and sea. You can speak to a cruise and vacation expert, and you can tune in every first Tuesday of the month here on WRMN for Travel Tuesdays with Shauna White, who's the president of Cruises International. So always good to listen to that and be a part of that as well. You can check out their website, cruisesinternational.com, for more info. You can also follow them on their Facebook page. They post pretty regularly up on their page. So if you want to see anything that's coming up, maybe some cruise line specials going on, definitely do so. They recently posted a cruise for the Great Stirrup Cay. So they posted some pictures out there too on their social media sites, including their Facebook page. Looks pretty nice. I know even where they are too, out one of the travel experts there, seems to be some of the times, some of the pictures look to be a little cloudy outside, but it's still so nice. Very, very nice. You can check out some family travel tips and more, some luxury stays and some fun videos out there too. So definitely check that out. That's posted on their Cruises International Facebook page. Very good. Taking a look at the time, it is 45 past the hour. We are going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about why vacations sometimes or a lot of times feel like they are over before they even start. So we're going to go through a little bit of the science behind that too. So stay tuned for this and more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. We'll be back with more in just a little bit. For nearly 50 years, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council and Kane Senior Council have been dedicated to serving seniors in DuPage and Kane counties. Established in 1975, the DuPage Senior Citizens Council is a volunteer-driven 501c3 non-for-profit organization committed to helping older adults live with dignity. From providing nutritious meals to offering support services, the Kane Senior Council is there every step of the way. With programs designed to enhance independence and quality of life, they're proud to make a difference in the lives of their senior neighbors. To learn more or to volunteer, visit them at 418B Airport Road in Elgin or head to their website at caneseniorcouncil.org. Give them a call at 630-338-0999. That's 630-338-0999. That's the Kane Senior Council, caring for seniors because they deserve to live with dignity and respect. Visit caneseniorcouncil.org or call 630-338-0999 today.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
Welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. Don't forget, at 12:30 today, it is our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, that'll be the time to call in here at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. Hey, don't forget, we also do have our text line at 505-926-1410. Want to remind you that this show Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. Schedule your appointment today by calling 847-931-5525 or visit stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. Let's see what's going on here. We've got our inspirational story of the day. I meant to say my conversation story of the day. Now, as we know, of course, vacationing is a lot of fun. It is National Virtual Vacationing Day, but you can also plan for your vacation, your real vacations as well. So when we get into the vacation mindset, right, it's exciting, it's fun, but why does it always seem like they're over before they even start? Selin Melcock, who's a professor of marketing at The Ohio State University, wrote about this back a couple of years ago on theconversation.com. And I know vacationing seasoning is coming up pretty soon. If not, it's already here. People planning their vacations. So let's talk a little bit about this. When a vacation approaches, do you ever get the feeling that it's almost over before it even starts? If so, you are not alone. In studies, Gabriel Tonieto, Sam Maggiello, Eric Van Epps, and Selin, the author of this article, conducted, they found that about half of the people they surveyed indicated that their upcoming weekend trip felt like it would end as soon as it started. This feeling can have a ripple effect. It can change the way trips are planned. You might, for example, be less likely to schedule extra activities. At the same time, you might be more likely to splurge on an expensive dinner because you want to make the best of the little time you have that you think you have. So where does this tendency come from? And can it be avoided? Let's talk a bit about it here. Not all events are created equal. As we know, when people look forward to something, they usually want it to happen as soon as possible and last as long as possible. We first explored here the author and clients there, or colleagues, I should say, explored the effect of this attitude in the context of Thanksgiving. They chose Thanksgiving because almost everyone in the U.S. celebrate it, but not everyone looks forward to it. Some people love the annual family get-together. Others, whether it's the stress of cooking, the tedium of cleaning, or the anxiety of dealing with family drama, dread it. So on the Monday before Thanksgiving in 2019, they surveyed 510 people online and asked them to tell us whether they were looking forward to that holiday. Then we asked them how far away it seemed, how long it felt like it was going to last for them. They had them move a 100-point slider, 0 meaning very short and 100 meaning very long, to a location that reflected their feelings. As they suspected, the more participants looked forward to the Thanksgiving festivities, the farther away it seemed and shorter it felt. Ironically, longing for something seems to shrink in duration in the mind's eye. So then we wind the mind's clock, or at least we can attempt to do so. Most people believe the idiom, time flies when you're having fun, and research has indeed shown that when time seems to pass by quickly, people assume the task must have been engaging and enjoyable. We reason that people might be over-applying their assumptions about the relationship between time and fun when judging the duration of events yet to happen. As a result, people tend to reflexively assume that fun events, like vacations, will go by really quickly. Meanwhile, pining for something that can make the time leading up to the event seem to drag. The combination of its beginning pushed farther away in their minds with its end pulling closer, resulting in their participants anticipating that something they look forward to would feel as if it has almost no duration at all. In another study, they asked some other participants to imagine going on a weekend trip that they either expected to be fun or terrible. When then asked for how far away the start of the end of the trip will feel like using a similar 0 to 100 scale, 46% of these participants, they found, evaluated the positive weekend as feeling like it had no duration at all. They marked the beginning and the end of the vacation virtually at the same location when using the slider scale. So then you get a little into, of course, thinking in hours and in days. These goals, or the author's particular goals, as well as her colleagues, was to show how these two judgments of an event, the fact that it simultaneously seems farther away and is assumed to last for less time, can nearly eliminate the event's duration in the mind's eye. They reasoned that if they didn't explicitly highlight these two separate pieces and instead directly ask them about the duration of the event, a smaller portion of people would indicate virtually no duration of something for something that they looked forward to. They tested this theory in another study in which they told participants that they would watch 2 5-minute-long videos back to back. They described the second video as either humorous or boring, and then asked them how long they thought each video would feel like it lasted. They found that the participants predicted that the funny video would still feel shorter and was farther away than the boring one. But they also found that the participants believed it would last a bit longer than the responses received in the earlier studies. So this finding gives us a way to overcome these biased perceptions. Focus on the actual duration. Because in this study, participants directly reported how long the funny video would last and not the perceived distance of its beginning and its end. They were far less likely to assume it would be over in just as it started. While it sounds trivial and obvious, they often rely on their subjective feelings, not objective measures of time, when deciding how long a period of time will feel and how to best use it. So when looking forward to a much anticipated events, vacations, holidays, things like that, it's important to remind yourself just how many days it'll actually last. You'll get more out of the experience and hopefully put yourself in a better position to take advantage of the time you do have. Now, I don't know. Does that really help us? I think it depends on the person. I think that we might end up just forgetting about this article and continue on thinking, it went by too fast. Yes, seems to be the case, right? But there's ways that you can train the mind, recognize the actual time it is rather than how much it feels. When you put so much effort into how long it feels, it could really feel that long, or how short it feels. You could actually do that. You train your brain that way. So I guess a good way to do that is to train your brain to look at the actual duration of time too, but that can be difficult. So interesting article. If you want to read a little bit more on that, you can find it on theconversation.com for more info. That is under the arts and culture section. So definitely check them out. That is theconversation.com. I've been trying to look for some fun, interesting ones too. I know a lot of it is a lot of political things out there too. Not a bad thing, of course, but definitely one that, I mean, not a bad thing to read about and to ponder on, but I try to make it fun. So if you want to listen to more so articles and information like that, of course, you can tune in to a political talk show that is Monday through Friday from 7 until 8 o'clock. This does wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. When we come back, there are some other national days I wanted to talk about, so we'll kind of go through some of that here too. It is a marvelous Monday, so we'll go through what are some fun happenings here in the Fox River Valley area. We do have our Tradio segment coming up at 12:30, followed by more local programming. So stay tuned for that and more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
We are AFGE, the American Federation of Government Employees. We represent 700,000 federal and D.C. government workers who are the vital threads of the fabric of American life. We support our nation's military. We take care of our nation's veterans. We protect our nation's borders. We respond to our nation's crises and natural disasters. We provide services to our nation's seniors. The American Federation of Government Employees. We work for America.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. Lawmakers are advancing a bill to allow small plug-in solar panels for renters and others without rooftop access. The systems would plug into standard outlets and could be used on balconies or patios. More than 260 bills are advancing after a busy deadline week in the Illinois House. Capitol News Illinois reports proposals include human composting, school cell phone bans, and social media regulations. Many bills are expected to change, and all still need full legislative approval. An Illinois bill that would allow rideshare drivers to unionize is now moving forward in the State House despite opposition from some groups. House Bill 4743 would set rules for organizing drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Illinois men's basketball is headed to the Final Four for the first time since 2005. They advanced with a 71-59 victory over Iowa on Saturday in the South Regional. They'll take on the UConn Huskies, who beat Duke 73-72. on Sunday, rallying back from a 44-29 first-half deficit. They won it on a desperation three-pointer with less than a second left on the clock. It's the 8th Final Four appearance for Connecticut. They're 6-0 in national championship games. They won titles in 1999, 2004, 2011, 14, 23, and 24. It's their third time in the Final Four in the last 4 years. It's the 6th all-time Final Four appearance for Illinois. Their best result, national runner-up back in 2005. UConn leads the all-time series 4-1. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Working as a dedicated Fidelity advisor, I always ask, what's important to you? I'll look at those priorities and goals alongside your full financial picture to build a comprehensive plan designed to help grow and protect your wealth. With proactive portfolio insights and an eye on taxes, I'm here to help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Progressive's Home Quote Explorer helps you easily find and buy the right coverage for you. It's everything you've always wanted. Well, I mean, as far as a website that lets you shop, quote, and buy insurance in one place. But hey, maybe that is everything you've always wanted. Yeah, people have different types of dreams. And if all you've ever been searching for is a website that helps you choose home insurance rates and coverage, boy, do we have great news about Progressive's Home Quote Explorer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Comparison rates not available.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 63. Looking ahead to Tuesday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high near 74. Currently, it's 63 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health.
Ready to tackle your junk piles? Call the Junk Luggers. From old furniture to entire cleanouts, we do the heavy lifting. And here's the best part. We rehome and recycle as much as possible to keep it all out of landfills. Feel good about your cleanout the green way. Call 1-800-LUG-JUNK or visit junkluggers.com today for your eco-friendly, stress-free service.
When your car's feeling sluggish, don't stress. Just bring it down to Britain's Express Oil and Lube on Larkin Avenue in Elgin. For a fast, friendly 10-minute oil change and a full 18-point inspection, they've got you covered. Whether it's engine service, fluids, filters, or headlight check, they do it right. And they do it fast. Family run, quality service, right in your neighborhood. Swing by today and keep your ride running smooth. Britain's Express Oil and Lube, your car's health partner in Elgin, a proud sponsor of America's First Responders Fest. And welcome in, folks, to the 12 o'clock hour here of Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from Studio 14, serving you at the Fox River Valley area. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today, being a part of the conversation with us. I see, Brendan, you are in that comment section there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in. Brendan, what are you doing today? You doing anything fun? I did see that you made a comment. You saw an ABC7 Chicago helicopter this morning in Schaumburg. Very, very cool. A little update on, of course, the Aurora fire, keeping you up to date. They recently updated it on their on their Facebook page. This is the Aurora, Illinois Fire Department. The fire scene has been cleared and the roadway is fully open for traffic. So previously it was closed between Molitor and Orchard with traffic impacted on Molitor. They had originally said to avoid the area and use alternate routes, but now the scene has been cleared and the roadway is fully open for traffic. So just wanted to send that information, update you on that. So the traffic looks like it is cleared and they are getting things in order. They have gotten things in order there. So I'm glad that no one was hurt, at least as of right now in the report. So if you want to check out more information on that, you can find that. That's posted onto the Aurora, Illinois Fire Department's Facebook page. Taking a look at the weather and temperatures for today, a high of 76 degrees is in that forecast, especially towards the afternoon, which we are already in. 69 degrees is currently what we're at right now, making our way to 76. It's getting warmer. I should have not worn my sweater vest today, thinking that it was going to be colder for some reason. So I'm going to have to roll up my sleeves to help to get some, not feel so warm, because it is getting toasty in here. I did put a fan on. And of course, with the wide windows here that we have in the studio and the nice lights, it definitely gets a little toasty during this time. So I'm rolling up my sleeves now so that we can start to kind of breathe a little bit more. There we go. With that being said, yes, high of 76 degrees is in that forecast for today. It does drop down to a low of only 62 degrees for tonight. And then we do see coming up for tonight about a 50% chance of rain is what we're going to be seeing. Heading on into Tuesday tomorrow on the 31st, we see a high of 74. Scattered thunderstorms are going to be approaching in the morning with some wind in the afternoon, up to 40 miles per hour. Potential for some severe thunderstorms coming through for Tuesday. Tuesday night, we see a low of 35 degrees, thunderstorms in the evening, and then cloudy with some rain likely overnight, low near 35, chance of rain at 70%. Wednesday rolls around, a high of 40 is predicted. Showers early, becoming a steady rain later in the day and colder. Chance of rain is at 70%, rainfall about 1/4 inch. Dropping down to 36 is our low. That's going to be some rainfall coming through as well for the full moon on Wednesday. Thursday, the 2nd of April, a high of 61 with some rain likely. Chance of rain at 90%. Dropping down to 46 is our low. Showers with possible thunderstorm in the evening, then variable amount of clouds overnight with a still chance of some showers. Heading on into Friday the 3rd, we see a high of 53, intervals of clouds and sunshine. It drops down to a low of 42, rain showers in the evening, which will evolve into a more steady rain overnight. Rainfall is near 1/4 inch. Saturday rolls around, a high of 57 with some rainfall near 1/4 inch. Chance of rain predicted at 80%. Drops down to a low of 39 degrees. Chance of rain at 50% for Saturday. Sunday rolls around. It's the 5th of April. We see a high of 47, mostly cloudy skies, and then a low of 31 degrees with some clear conditions coming up for Sunday night. And then Monday, a week from today, mostly sunny skies with a high of 53 degrees. It does drop down to a low of 37 coming up for Monday night. So that is what we are seeing here for the rest of this week and also into next week. If you want to check this out and more information, you can find it. There's also a section on the Weather Channel where you can find allergies. So they do have a 15-day allergy forecast. It does look like currently right now we are at that moderate kind of prediction right now, or current stance. We do see, again, you can go through the pollen breakdown for tree, grass, and ragweed if you want to even go into that too. And again, like I said, I know that the predictions can kind of fluctuate here and there depending on the day. So if you want to check this out and more, you can go to weather.com. That's weather.com for more information. So definitely check that out. You are listening to Out to Lunch. Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Get back to doing what you love with expert orthopedic and spine care at St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. From advanced surgery to personalized rehab, their specialists are with you throughout your care journey. St. Joseph Hospital is a proud member of Prime Healthcare, and they're here to keep you moving. So you can schedule your appointment today by giving them a call at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So once again, of course, thank you so much to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. So we got some other national days wanted to mention here. We did mention it's National Doctors Day and Virtual Vacationing Day. This is kind of an interesting one. It is National Turkey Neck Soup Day. Yes, this is where you use the stock of the neck of the turkey to make some soup. I know for some people that sounds a little icky or gross, but for others it's like, hey, you know what? That sounds pretty good. The best and most delicious way to make turkey neck soup is by making homemade stock. You'll need a whole turkey plus onions, carrots, celery, herbs, and other seasonings. All the ingredients will be added to a stock pot and covered with water and brought to a simmer. This is great, of course, if it happens to be maybe a little bit of a chillier day outside, which eventually we will start to see later into the week, later at night, though. And then eventually it'll start to warm up even more. Kind of balanced wise with the warm-ups there. You can purchase turkey necks separately from your butcher or your grocer, too. If this sounds like something that you want to do, it is National Turkey Neck Soup Day. It's also National Pencil Day today. You remember having to use those number 2 pencils only in school. It had to be a number 2. Could not be a number 1, could not be a number 3, a number 52, a number 100, and whatever. It had to be a number 2 pencil. Yes. And sharpening them up, going up and having to sharpen them was always a pain to do because we had a very old sharpener in our school. When I remember in elementary school, especially like 4th, 5th grade, it was a very old and very loud sharpener too. And I would be like, ugh, I don't want to have to do this. A teacher always advised to do it, sharpening your pencils after class and not during when they were teaching, because that would distract the students and the teacher themselves too. So with that being said, of course, by the time I got into middle school, I said, okay, I'm going to bring my own little mini pencil sharpeners. So that's what I did. That's another national day. There are some other ones that you can also recognize during the week. It is Autism Acceptance Week, recognized this week, March 30th through till April 5th. This year, it takes place from now until April 5th. Autism, aka Autism Spectrum Disorder, or ASD, affects mental, behavioral, and social development. The degree to which autism impacts an individual is unique to them, since each person's circumstances are unique. Symptoms appear as early as the first 12 months of a life and last throughout life. Many people with autism have their symptoms and quality of life improved over time due to strong support networks and coping mechanisms and routines that work for them. So again, this is Autism Acceptance Week. If you want to read a little bit more information on this, when did the term autism first become? Well, the term autism emerged in 1911. German scientist Eugene Buehler first coined the term autism, describing a symptom of schizophrenia. In 1940, the studies began. Research on autism as a condition began. By 1980, the disorder is officially recognized. Autism is entered into the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual for Mental Disorders, recognizing it as a legitimate condition. And in 2013, the Autism Spectrum Disorder came. The DSM-5 is launched, combining the subcategories of autism in one diagnostic entity that makes use for a spectrum instead of specific categories, too. So if you want to check out more information on that, you can find it on National Today. You can also go to some awareness programs and also articles out there as well, too, to definitely check that out. You can also find some other ones that are also recognized today, too. Some names, birthdays, and more that you can check out. That's on nationaltoday.com and National Day Calendar. The time is approaching 17 past the hour. We'll take a quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
As veterans, we're no strangers to helping others.
It's what we were taught, trained, and told to do.
It could be for anything. Helping a friend move.
Listening to a fellow veteran for hours, at any hour of the day.
Or just simply making time for people. a neighbor, a loved one, or even a stranger.
We're often the first to help others. There's no question about it.
But we do have one question for the veterans listening.
When was the last time you reached out for help?
Perhaps it's time to do for yourself what you would do for others.
If you or someone you know needs resources, whether it's for stress, finances, employment, or mental health, don't wait. Reach out.
Find more information at va.gov/reach. That's va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Before the weather gets too cold, it's time to finish up those outdoor jobs. That's why ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and to the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Lanier in transition, hits the three, and a sign of life from Knoxville. Playing, driving right. Lob for Brazil and a two-hand slam.
6 on the clock. Now with 5, he drives on Maddox. Right elbow is raised, spins at the foul line. Jumper up, and it rattles in at the buzzer.
Don't miss any of this year's action on the road to the Final Four with Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the men's and women's NCAA tournaments.
Sweet 16, all the way to the championship, here in the Fox River Valley on WRMN.
Most people out here think that taking care of one another is important. And most people would step up for a neighbor going through a tough time. Most people around here help out friends and family when they need it. But the funny thing is, most of us won't look for help when we need it. If you're struggling with mental health, you should know that there are resources out there that can help. And it's okay to talk about it if you need to. One place to get started with information is loveyourmindtoday.org. Loveyourmindtoday.org offers a range of guides, instructions, and insights for dealing with difficult situations or getting through a tough time. If you're struggling with mental health, get the help you need, because most people out here really care. Visit loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. We're telling you what's happening locally here in the Fox River Valley area. We'll also tell you a little bit about what's cooking today with Michael Horn coming up today at the 1 o'clock segment here on that AM 1410 dial. Followed by Talk Time with Tammy and friends from 2 until 4, from 4 until roughly 6 o'clock, at least on the YouTube side of things. We've got, of course, Big Top Sports. We've got the game kicking off at 5 o'clock. So stay tuned for that here on WRMN. But what do we have here for today, for what's cooking today? Well, I'm here to tell you and parrot what Michael Horn says. On today's show, produce expert Robert Schuler from Melissa's Produce highlights the best fruits and vegetables in season this spring. And then luxury travel editor Jennifer Chan shares her top spring and summer travel tips. This is for the perfect coastal escape in Carlsbad, California. Plus, today's headlines include new high-tech upgrades rolling out at MLB stadiums. United Airlines Relax Rows. I did see about that too on Facebook. The first lie flat seating option in U.S. economy class. And Las Vegas's Luxor and Luxor and I can't pronounce this word. Excalibur, excuse me, I had to look at it for a sec. Luxor and Excalibur, all-inclusive packages starting at $330. Okay, so I got through that. You can find more information on What's Cooking Today on CRN. That's what'scookingtoday.com on their website. That's what's going to be. That's when it's going to be coming up. Let's see what else is going on here too. I want to take notice to some of the different local libraries here in the Fox River Valley area, including Algonquin, Elgin, of course, the Dundee Library, the Ella Johnson Memorial Public Library District in Hampshire, Geneva Public Library, all those good ones. So we'll definitely go through some of that here, see what's recently posted, if anything, on their Facebook pages. Couple different things here. I know that they have recently had their grand opening for the Kids Space. They're so grateful to everyone who came out to this event to enjoy the incredible space that is now possible. Come discover, imagine, and enjoy all the new adventures waiting inside. So they recently had their Kids Space grand opening that was in at the Gail Borden Public Library. They have some cool games and a whole lot more. They've really updated it since last time I was in the Kids Space, which was a very long time ago. I used to go there when I was a little kid, and it's really, really cool to see, even just looking at the video now, how much they have enhanced the space that's been used. I still can briefly remember what it used to be. I even remember when it was the old library too. And the old brown brick building, you remember that, the old Gail Borden Library. The kids section used to have these little bubble windows. If you remember that, if you know what I'm talking about, if you're an Elginite or you remember going to the Gail Borden Library when you were younger, back in the day, they had these little bubble windows. It was really cool to look at. And they had like a bubble window, and then they had a little section where it was like little tiny bubble windows. It was really cool. And then they had like the main area, which was like, they had like a square step down, and it was like almost like a little, it wasn't like a hole, but it was like a step down on all sides, and you could go in. It was like a reading area. Back in the day, I remember it. But anyway, yes. So with that being said, very cool that they're updating that. They have updated that. Let's see here. Some of the things as well. Recently posted an online event, Risking It All, the signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is an event coming up here. This is Thursday, April 9th at 7 o'clock. This is posted by the Gail Borden Public Library. Who were these 56 men who risked it all to take the strike for independence? Some of their names are familiar, like Benjamin Franklin and John Adams. Others, like Button Gwinnett, are not. There are some good stories of lesser-known Americans in this talk. Who they were, the role they played in independence, and what consequences they suffered after signing the Declaration. If you want to check it out for more information, this is a free an event to attend. It's presented by Joyce Hawthorne, who has a master's degree in history from the University of Chicago. For over 20 years, she's been developing and presenting history lectures for active adults all over the Chicago area. Her talks bring a history to life and foster a deep understanding and appreciation of our nation's story. So definitely check that out. That'll be coming up Thursday, April 9th. That is at 7 o'clock until 8. It's an online event. You still have time to register for that. Fox River Valley Public Library District recently posted, of course, and that includes their East Dundee and Carpentersville locations. Let yourself bloom at the library. From books to programs, they have everything that you'll need to grow and learn this spring. The spring has sprung. You can start it off strong. You can learn a new skill, be a part of the community, and even reduce some of your screen time. They have their analog media that you can check out on their website. If you don't want to waste your time at the DMV, you can head on over to the Dundee Library for a license plate renewal instead. You can get more information posted on their website. You can renew your license plate at the Dundee Library. All you need to bring is a vehicle identification number, so that's the VIN number, and license plate number, or a vehicle registration card. And also as well, payment option and driver's license. So payment through cash or through card. Walk out with your sticker the same day. Easy peasy way to do it. Gail Borden Public Library also has that as well too. So really good to do that. You can beat the lines. I do believe it's a little bit of an extra cost compared to the DMV, but it is totally worth it because they do such a great job doing it as well. So definitely check that out. Let's see some other things here as well. Geneva Public Library District recently posted, if you're looking for a calm, low stimulation screen time this break, in spring. Help kids unwind with gentle shows on Hoopla's digital Binge Pass, featuring some soft visuals, slow pacing, comfortable stories. Mr. Rogers is on there, PBS Kids favorites, and the Reading Corner as well. So some good stuff. Definitely things that I used to watch as a kid. Mr. Rogers, Arthur, some really good stories and programs available for kids, especially some of those low stimulation screen time shows, which are very important to have. And that really was good to have too, especially sometimes you'd watch some high energy shows when you were a kid and you get all high energied, of course. And then sometimes you're like, the parents are like, okay, we're going to have you calm down a little bit. We're going to get you to, just kind of calm down a little bit here too. I used to watch Caillou. My parents hated the show, but it got me energized to get to go to school. So that was, that was one way. But then for the calming down, Arthur over the weekends on Sundays, which is always nice. I hated those pledge drives on PBS Kids though, but I understand now as an adult why they did it. So with that being said, again, going on a little tangent there, but check out the local libraries. Always good to do so. You can find them on their Facebook pages and their websites. Any things that might be upcoming, any events, specials, things that are going on. Historical parts of the museums you can find too. They have an adult services notification centers and a whole lot more. E-libraries, if you can't make it to the library, definitely do so. And then finally, before we take our break into our Tradio segment, Ella Johnson Peep Diorama Contest voting is starting today, and it runs through till Thursday, April 9th. They are beyond amazed and impressed about the community's creativity. Good luck voting. They are looking for the best one, which they say they are all really, really cool. Those great dioramas, including, I'm seeing some interesting ones. There's a McDonald's one, Curious George. Instead of Chips Ahoy, it's Peeps Ahoy. Surfing with Stitch. They got a zoo. Got some good stuff. They've got some good stuff out there. Very nice. I have to take a look at some of those really cool pictures. They got some fun ones. I like it. Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters. They even have that one too. I like it. I know that's a popular show. With that being said, this does wrap it up here for the first segment of the 12 o'clock hour. Technically the third segment and Out to Lunch. When we come back, we'll go through our Tradio segment, and then we'll talk a little bit more about some parks to go to in the Elgin area and Fox Trail. Stay tuned for more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN.
With your news flash, I'm Ryan Gatenby. Brought to you by KFC. Lawmakers are advancing a bill to allow small plug-in solar panels for renters and others without rooftop access. The systems would plug into standard outlets and could be used on balconies or patios. More than 260 bills are advancing after a busy deadline week in the Illinois House. Capitol News Illinois reports proposals include human composting, school cell phone bans, and social media regulations. Many bills are expected to change, and all still need full legislative approval. An Illinois bill that would allow rideshare drivers to unionize is now moving forward in the State House despite opposition from some groups. House Bill 4743 would set rules for organizing drivers for companies like Uber and Lyft. I'm Ryan Gatenby with your news flash.
The problem with radio is we can't show you our new box packed with a KFC snacker, 5 nuggets, fries, and a drink for just $7. So you'll just have to trust us when we say the crispy golden fried breading will make your mouth water. You'll have to trust us when we say this is a ridiculous amount of chicken for such a small price. And you'll have to really trust us when we insist that, yes, it really is only $7. $7 box feast from KFC. Trust us. It's finger-licking good.
Prices and participation may vary. Tax, tips, and fees extra.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
When disaster strikes, flood or fire, every second counts. At Emergency Construction Group, they specialize in immediate response and same-day service for any residential, commercial, or industrial emergency across the Chicagoland area. With over 30 years of experience, they've got the expertise, manpower, and equipment to handle any size loss fast. They follow strict IICRC guidelines to restore your property the right way, the first time. Their team values transparency, constant communication, and strong ethical standards because your peace of mind matters. Licensed, bonded, and insured, they're here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. Call 855-4ECG now. That's 855-432-4669. Or visit their website at emergencyconstructiongroup.com and let Emergency Construction Group put your life back together one step at a time. That's Emergency Construction Group. Your satisfaction is their passion.
This is Sarah Silver with your Fox Valley forecast, brought to you by Rain-X, America's #1 wiper blade. This afternoon, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Tonight, a chance of showers and thunderstorms after midnight, mostly cloudy with a low around 63. Tuesday brings a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high near 74. Currently, it's 67 and clear. I'm Sarah Silver on the Talk of the Town, WRMN.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
And welcome back, folks, here to Out to Lunch on WRMN AM 1410. Hey, we hope that you are enjoying this lovely afternoon. It is a beautiful sunny day outside. I think we're going to have to step outside, go for a little bit of a stroll before talk time with Tammy and friends. Coming up later today at the 2 o'clock segment from 2 until 4 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. We want to remind you, of course, Out to Lunch is sponsored by St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Are you looking for expert orthopedic and spine care close to home? St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin is here for you. Their comprehensive rehabilitation services mean that you'll, have expert support every step of the way, from surgery through recovery. Their highly skilled orthopedic and spine specialists provide advanced treatments for joint, bone, and back conditions, all with a personalized approach designed to get you moving again. So trust your health to excellence. Trust St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin, a proud member of Prime Healthcare. Call today at 847-931-5525 or visit their website at stjosephelgin.com to learn more and to schedule your appointment. So thank you again to St. Joseph Hospital of Elgin for sponsoring today's show, Out to Lunch. We are in our Tradio segment. Spring cleaning is currently in operation. Garage sale season will be coming around the corner with, of course, tables, chairs, and lots of great finds. Maybe you want to get a head start there, or you're looking for something to purchase, sell, trade, or announce. Now's the time to call in at 847-931-1410. That's 847-931-1410. If it's got to go, post it here on Tradio. You can also text us at 505-926-1410 for some more information on some upcoming things if you're looking to do that too. So let's see who recently called in. We have a Tradio caller, has a lot of furniture for sale. Everything is like new. 2 sofas, a dining room table, and so much more. Also has a brown sofa. We'll take $400 or best offer on that. She has a 65-inch TV, comes with the appliances at $450 or best offer. She's got a washer and dryer, and she also has a Hoover shampooer for $100. She also has a leaf blower, aluminum ladders. Call and text her and tell her who you are first. You can call her through her cell phone number or her landline. The cell number is 847-502, 4612. Little voice crack there. So that's 847-502-4612. Or also the landline at 847-695-9881. So that's 847-695-9881. Another Trader caller here has 4 colonial pine tables from the 1980s. Good offer on those, at least $100 for all 4 of them. And she also has a new Bun coffee machine for $10. Also a wetback for your car. Please feel free to reach out to her for more information. That number is 847-209-7765. That's 847-209-7765. Those Bun Speed Brew coffee makers can be quite pricey. I'm looking at it online. A new Bun coffee machine for $10 is a really good deal. Some of them, if you get them new from like Amazon, they're at least $100. Like they're at least $100, if not more, depending on which one you've got. 10 cup Speed Brew coffee maker is $130. So you're getting it for a really, really good deal here, folks. I would definitely advise on getting this one. I might get it, honestly. I'll take a note of your number, caller. 847-209-7765 for $10. That's a good deal. I have my own little coffee machine in my room. That sounds nice. Another Tradio caller here looking for a window washer. If anyone out there knows of one, reach out. 847-308-1455. That's 847-308-1455. Another Tradio caller here has that Bayliner boat for sale. It's in great condition and used very little. Has a trailer that comes with it too. Also has a 1946 Chevy 110 truck. Best offer on both of them. Please feel free to leave a message. That number is 847-464-5830. That's 847-464-5830. We have another Tradio caller here. Patrick's looking for a wood chipper for sale. So if anyone has one available, that number to dial is 224-735-1674. That's 224-735-1674. And then finally, we've got Greg. He's looking for those bicycles, late 1800s to the 1970s, parts, pieces, and or accessories, and they can really be in any condition. He's also looking for vintage Omega watches, men's and women's watches, and the diver style watches. He's a collector, not a dealer, so he will pay a fair price on those. He's also looking for old gas tether cars, which are old toy cars from the 50s and the 60s. They have the tiny little gas engines on them. So he's looking for that. Also has a son looking for some Pokemon cards. Also has a Schwinn 312 Goose Island bicycle. It runs pretty good for $99. He has that Hamilton Beach 3-head milkshake maker for $400. And then he also has a Bailey blue hat for sale that comes in the box. That's 847-962-6033. That's 847-962-6033. Taking a look here, we were talking a little bit about mentioning some of those trails. If you are looking for some of the interconnected network of different premier trails for biking, hiking, and walking, you can visit the Fox Valley Park District's website. That's foxvalleyparkdistrict.org. Get some information on that. Of course, for the running and walking special events, any different things coming up here, and where to go to. You can find that. You can go under foxvalleyparkdistrict.org. Check out the different fun summer activities that are going to be coming up, different events. Spring Craft Fair, we did talk a little bit about that. They have a Parents' Night Out April 10th, and all that good stuff. So if you want to view all of that, you can also reach out to them too to get that information, sign up for their email list, and more. Different farming events too. Of course, if you like to go to the Blackberry Farm in the Fox River Valley area, they have some fun events that are going to be coming up there too, if you want to check that out. I know they've got some seasonal things at different farms. I know that usually around fall time is when stuff starts to get really packed, especially with the fall season. So again, you can find that. That's all posted on their website. You can also go to the city of Elgin and check out the biking and the walking trails. So they have the Fox River Trail. If you're planning a trip, You can check out a route planner, which is called Komoot.com, including some sports-specific routing, inch by inch, surface and way type analysis. It's featured on their website to tell you where to go. You can also check out the bicycle clubs and advocacy organizations, including the Elgin Community Bikes, Illinois Prairie Path, Ride Illinois, Fox Valley Bicycle and Ski Club, and Active Transportation Alliance, as well as Pedestrian and Bicycle Information Center that you can check out, which began back in 1999. So that's all featured on their website for more information. You can also check out, of course, different parks to go to, which I did mention here. There's the Lord's Park, which I went to over the weekend. Very nice. You can also go to the Scenic Wing Park, Trout Park. There's also for nature, you can visit the Burnage Forest Preserves and the Voyager Landing all around the Elgin and Fox River Valley area. So all those parks are available under the City of Elgin and Explore Elgin Area's websites. Speaking of ExploreElginArea.com, of course, you can find the Fabulous Fox. That includes, of course, National Water Trail through Kane County. You can find that list. That's also posted on there too, along with some other fun events that are coming up in the future. So stay tuned for all that good stuff. The time is approaching 44 past the hour. We're going to take another quick time out. We'll be back with more here on Out to Lunch, WRMN AM 1410. Stay tuned and we'll be back with more in just a bit.
Get ready for an unforgettable night out in downtown St. Charles at O-Shows, where live music, dining, and entertainment come alive. Visit the iconic Arcada Theater at 105 East Main Street and experience the venue voted Chicagoland's premier entertainment destination. Whether you're enjoying a headliner concert, dining at Rock and Ravioli, or hitting the speakeasy at Club Arcada, O-Shows creates memories. Tickets and event info at oshows.com, and you can call 630-962-7000. That's 630-962-7000. Make your reservation, bring your friends, and plan your next event at O-Shows. Live music, dining, and entertainment, all in one place. Visit oshows.com and join the fun tonight. Supporter of the America's First Responder Fest.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
When tragedy strikes, you need more than a lawyer, you need a voice. Romanucci and Blandon fight for justice in cases of personal injury, wrongful death, civil rights, and medical malpractice. With over $1 billion recovered, their results speak loud. Call 312-458-1000 or visit rblaw.net. That's 312-458-1000. Romanucci and Blandon, national impact, personalized care. No fee unless they win. Proud supporter of America's First Responders Fest.
I am a non-attorney spokesperson representing a team of lawyers who help people that have been injured or wronged. If you've been involved in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or injured at work, you have rights, and you may be entitled to money for your suffering. Don't accept an offer you get from an insurance company until you talk to a lawyer. And we represent some of the best personal injury lawyers you can find. Tough lawyers that will fight to win your case. And they're so good they stake their reputation on it by only getting paid if you win. So if you've been in a serious car, truck, or motorcycle accident or hurt on the job, find out today for free what kind of compensation you may be entitled to. Call the legal helpline right now.
800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. 800-257-3148. That's 800-257-3148.
From the pages of the Elgin newspapers of 100 years ago today, these are the headlines brought to you by the Elgin History Museum.
This is Linda Rock, sharing stories that were in the Elgin Courier News on March 30th, 1926. Elgin is in need of another bridge across the Fox River between Highland Avenue and Milwaukee Street, the surest method of solving the traffic problems on Fountain Square and adjoining streets. This is the opinion of Mayor Earl R. Kelly, endorsed by a number of businessmen who called upon the mayor last week relative to this possibility. A bridge at this section of the city, it was pointed out, would mean that Grant Highway would be routed over it, thus taking tourist traffic from North State and Chicago streets. The mayor's statistics on traffic over the Chicago Street Bridge show 1,500 vehicles crossing the bridge every hour on an average, and as much as 2,350 vehicles during rush periods. Mayor Kelker, Chicago traffic expert, was recently a visitor here and in company with the mayor made an inspection of possible bridge sites. Elgin Public School students, 4,500 of them, will celebrate their annual spring vacation beginning with the close of school tomorrow afternoon and extending until Monday, April 5th, when schoolwork will be resumed. By allowing only 2 school days for spring vacation this year, it will enable school officials to complete the semester June 11th instead of June 18th. Indications are that this year's Eastertide will probably be treated without consideration by the current wave of inclement weather.
Elgin 100 Years Ago is a presentation of the Elgin History Museum. Be sure to visit the museum located at 360 Park Street in Elgin, open Wednesday through Saturdays 11 to 4. You can also listen to Elgin 100 Years Ago at www.elginhistory.org.
And that is what happened on this day 100 years ago in Elgin. Really cool to see and you can visually see the history when it's being read, and it's really cool to do that. And you can even draw it out for yourself too, kind of visualize it. If you actually want to see some really cool history that's physically on display, go to the Elgin History Museum. Really, really cool place to check out. That's elginhistory.org for more information, located at 360 Park Street. So definitely check it out. Let's go through some other things coming up here locally in the Fox River Valley area. The flea market season is here. It's exciting. It's anticipating. It's especially for me, too. I do love, of course, those antique and markets. And coming up the 11th of April and 12th of April, due to Easter, they're going to be having the market. So it's not going to be coming up here. Usually the Kane County Flea Market is the first Saturday and Sunday of the month. But due to Easter, they're going to be having it April 11th and April 12th. So that's when it's going to be. On Saturdays, it's going to be from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and then Sunday from 7 a.m. until 3 p.m. So definitely a good time to go. Check it out for more information. You can find that. It does look like I could have sworn they were 7 to 4 on Sundays. I think so. I think they used to be 11 to 5 maybe on Saturdays. Wait. Is that right? Maybe it was 11 to 4. Maybe it was 10 to 4. I feel like, is it? I'm trying to think. Maybe it was until 3. Maybe it was only until 3. For some reason, I thought 4 o'clock. Maybe I was mixing them up. Admission is $7. Children under 12 are free when accompanied by an adult. Parking, is always complimentary. Dealer setup begins at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Light up behind the fairgrounds to the west, they do say. So, with that being said, they are saying thank you for the last 59 years. Very nice. So you can check them out at kanecountyfleamarket.com. There's a couple other ones, of course, that you can also go to as well. You can find all of that locally online, those different flea markets coming up, especially in the Fox River Valley area, or if you like to travel out a little further, Circle Promotions has a lot of good ones. You can also check out, of course, different pop-up spring markets that'll be coming up here, too. There's the State Street Market Shops, which is indoors. There's Arts and Bartlett Spring Artisan Marketplace, which is a fun one, seasonal fair that you can enjoy that starts in May, so you can plan ahead for that. Made in Elgin Spring Pop-Up Market, which is May 2nd. I did talk a little bit about that. Downtown Elgin Market will be starting in the summer of 2026, so that's kind of looking a little bit ahead. That is a really, really good one to go to. Artisanally made items, locally sourced, produced, and you're supporting a lot of really great people out there, especially those small businesses. Taking a look at some other news here as well. Recent Facebook posts. Fox Valley Magazine recently posted that McNally's Heating and Cooling, which is a big sponsor of them, has a new website that's up. So if you want to check out their new website, if you are an avid user of McNally's Heating and Cooling, they have their new websites that is live and up now too. Don't forget, once again, want to remind you, as we have been doing, we are just one day away from the Pallet to Pallet event 2026. I will be out there, Dina will be out there, and Sue will be out there. We've got cameras ready, and we're going to be excited to be interviewing, taking pictures, speaking with the lovely folks and vendors who are part of this, of course, and to those who are part of Food for Greater Elgin and putting this together. So very, very cool, and it's going to be a great event to go to. We will see you tomorrow out there. You still have time to get those tickets. So again, they say thank you to everyone who is a part of this as well. So going to be a good time. We're excited. We hope you are too. If you do want to check out the interview to get some more information on that, you can go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/WRMN radio. If you want to be a part of Food for Greater Elgin, even outside of Pallet to Pallet, which is coming up tomorrow, then of course, there's many different opportunities for you to try out. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek on who's going to be there based off of some of the staples. Be a Unique Latin Kitchen, Kubo Sushi. There's also going to be Danny's on Douglas, always very good. A couple other ones, including Mosaic Kitchen and Cocktails. This looks like a new one here. You can also check out the I Smell Bacon Barbecue and Pub is going to be featured there too. Very, very cool. New Dragon Buffet. Now that's a good place to go to if you've never been. Culver's in Elgin is going to be there too. Very good. Eastside Cafe, Perk and Pickle. I mean, a lot of good ones that are going to be available too. La Cosecha, had them on the air. Delicious tamales. I'm definitely going to be getting one. So some good stuff out there. Duke's Blues and Barbecues, Fall Off the Bone Wings. Can't go wrong with that. So it's going for a great cause. $75 per ticket per person. You're getting lots of food too, so definitely come hungry. Let's see some other things here. Kane County Sheriff's Office recently posted, as you plan your week, we wanted to share some weather updates. This is from the Weather Service, of course. The Kane County area may see isolated thunderstorms later tonight. Storms or not, the National Weather Service is forecasting strong and severe thunderstorms tonight, but confident on if they are going to be actually developing remains low. If storms do occur, then it could be strong to possibly severe. A better coverage of thunderstorms is expected on Tuesday afternoon and evening. Some of the storms could be severe as well, with the threat of damaging winds and large hail. So again, thank you so much to that. Yes, that was posted by the National Weather Service, reposted by the Kane County Sheriff's Office. Elgin Fire Department recently posted tomorrow at 9 o'clock. You can enjoy or check this out. It's an opportunity. It's the free food truck inspection rally. So if you have a food truck and you want it inspected at no cost, this is the option for you. It's going to be at 550 Summit Street tomorrow from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. It's a free food truck fire inspection rally. Food truck owners out there, this is the one for you. Join them for that free food truck fire inspection rally. It's designed to help mobile food vendors stay safe, compliant, and ready to roll. This event brings fire inspectors and food truck operators together in one convenient location to complete inspections, answer any questions, review fire safety requirements, all at no cost. So it's coming up tomorrow, 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. The location is at the Elgin Fire Department, Station 2 at 650 Big Timber Road. Don't miss this opportunity to get a free inspection. Very good to do that. Food truck and trailer food unit owners are the ones who should attend, not food tent owners. New vendors preparing to open, existing vendors, any vendor that want to attend. It's also going to be again on April 4th and April 7th. So you do have some time, but definitely get involved in that if you need to. Just another reminder, like I said during the community hour, Wednesday, April 1st, which is coming up in 2 days, police officer open house will be available. This is at the Elgin Police Department. You get to meet Chief Anna Lally, testing and background process explained, hiring and field training information, and questions and answers as well, too. You can also join us live here in Studio 14 on Fridays with the Finest with Chief Lally and guests. All, of course, first responders and officers, we thank you so much for all you do for the city of Elgin and for the community as well. Got to give you recognition for that, too. So you can also check them out for more information on Elgin Police Department's Facebook page or also on their website. And then, of course, one more thing before we head on out, we do have, or the city of Elgin recently posted, that you can make a splash this summer. It's the 2026 Summer Pool Pass. Passes are officially now live and on sale starting today. They go on sale, so they're on sale right now. You can save 15% off through April 5th and then 10% off through April 30th. Their pass includes access to the Adventure Island at the center of Elgin, great place to go to, Lords Park Family Aquatic Center, also great to go to, and Wing Park Family Aquatic Center, also great to go to. I've been to all three of them when I was a little kid, too. Lots of times when I was little. So all summer long, it's great to check it out. The summer season begins May 30th. Grab those passes early. You can get ready for the summer full of swimming, slides, and that sunshine. So it is going on 15% off right now until April 5th. You don't want to miss out on that opportunity. You want to swim pretty quickly to that, I would say. Pools open May 30th, so 2 months away from now. The weather's getting warmer, more activities to enjoy. This does wrap it up here, of course, for Out to Lunch. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Up next, we do have What's Cooking Today, followed by Talk Time with Tammy and Friends. I'm thinking it's going to be a Matt and Tammy Monday. Back again here, so I will be joining in, having some fun conversations, giving you that content, helping the local community as well, too. Don't forget What's Cooking Today is up next in just a little bit. We want to say once again, thank you to the sponsor for today's show, St. Joseph Hospital in Elgin. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather before the rain comes. Take care.